Exact time now, 9:11. Well, over the past several years, there's been some debate over Cole County's contract with the Jefferson City Chamber of Commerce. Last year, the commission debated whether to renew the contract with the chamber, and in the end, they did. But there continues to be talk about how to move forward with the chamber, and it's actually on next week's agenda. Joining me today to talk more about this and some other issues happening in Cole County is Cole County Commissioner Jeff Helsher. First off, thanks so much for making the trip down here. We appreciate that. Well, Jeff, the contract with the chamber, it's not a cheap one, but you are expecting to move forward on this, right?
Right. We should sign it next Tuesday. We just have to agree if we're going to go with the 6-month agreement or just go ahead and do a 1-year agreement.
And last year it was a 1-year agreement that you went ahead with.
Right.
What are some of the, what has been some of the debate with this?
I think the problem is we would like to have some kind of tangibles to get our hands on what the successes have been of the chamber. So we've been grilling them and trying to communicate a little more with them. I think they're geared more towards manufacturing. I would prefer to see a little more looking at some of the resources we have in Cole County. We've got the state capitol, look at tourism. It's an athletic or a sports-minded area, so maybe sporting events. We've got one of the best-kept secrets down there with Lincoln University, and they've got a great nursing program. We look at how much medical stuff we have around there. We need to shoot for those ideas. IT stuff. Lincoln University does a lot of research in agricultural small animal research stuff, so maybe gear it towards that. And there's a deep tradition of farming in Cole County.
Oh,
so
certainly.
Yeah.
So some of the things that you might look at moving forward with this contract, and you said you still don't know 6 months or 12 months how long you'll move forward with.
Personally, I'm fine with going 1 year, and we'll look at other avenues and try to make some decision. We don't want to just pull the keys out of our economic engine. If we're going to stop working with the chamber, we need to have something else in place, because if we do nothing, if you're not moving, you're going to be dying.
Yeah, good point there. Another thing that I want to talk to you about today, something that's been going on for a while and now finished, is the EMS expansion. This was a big project that you guys took on. It is finished, and how's it been working?
It's been working great. It was about a $1.2 million project, and I think we gave them about 5,000 square foot of living space, moved them up to the front of the building, made it ADA compliant. We've got room for 6 ambulances there now to park inside, keep them protected, especially during this time of year. They've got a straight shot access to getting out on Southridge, so it saves a little bit of time. It's a safety issue too, and it's just great working conditions for the staff. And I think our ambulance district, we don't hear a whole lot about it, and a lot of times no news is good news, but they do one heck of a job.
Yeah, and how are they liking it, the workers there?
Yeah, I think they're enjoying it too. The other one was on the 2nd level, so they had a bunch of stairs to climb anytime there was anything they had to do, the sleeping quarters and where you did your paperwork, the offices, just wasn't comfortable at all. So it was a great move.
I had been out there before, and it was a tight space out there. Right. Something else I want to touch upon is you also keep an eye on things happening at the Capitol, because that can also have an impact on counties, certainly, in the state. There's going to be changes. There's Senate Bill 201 in particular that you were telling me about that you've been looking at. And this deals with changes in reimbursements that counties would get from housing offenders, then once they're turned over to the Missouri Department of Corrections. This could be a good move for the county in terms of you getting some money back. Kind of explain.
Yeah, currently the county is compensated once the prisoner is sentenced. What the bill is saying is that the state would compensate us from the date that they're incarcerated. So there's a big difference there, and I believe it's $20.58 a day. So if somebody sits in jail for 6 months and they're either sentenced that day, we're just paid from that day on that they're sitting in the county jail until they go to either the federal prison or wherever they're going to go. We're not reimbursed for anything prior to that, and we eat that cost. And there's a lot of cost in running a jail.
Oh yeah, and you guys just built a new one too, so that money would be a big impact on your budget.
Yep.
Would you guys have to have meetings after that to decide how that money would be spent, or?
No, I don't think they would have problems spending the money.
So. They already know what they want. I also kind of wanted to touch upon another thing that you had mentioned. Sales tax is up, so that's a great thing. Revenue's up in Cole County. Yeah, about 13% compared to last year. I think we're about $170,000 ahead for the first 3 months, and that's a pretty good chunk. Even compared to 2013, we're up $140,000, and overall last year the sales numbers were up 2%, about 2%. So if we keep this pace, that's really good, looks good,
and we can afford to pay for salt to keep them roads cleared.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, we were talking about that. Hopefully there's a little extra
Yeah.
money in the public works budget from the mild winter we've
Yeah,
had.
yeah, I hope so, and hopefully I'm ready for spring, so I'm watching the forecast real close.
I know. Well, yeah. Well, hey, thanks so much for coming on, Jeff. I
You're welcome.
appreciate
Thank
it.
you all.
And now hear more with the forecast is